Hi, this is Jill with StampWithJill.com. We're going to make the envelope box today. So let's make this box. You'll need your envelope punch board and the scoring tool removed from the side. You will need your crumb cake cardstock that is 9 1/8 by 9 1/8. You're going to put it into your envelope punch board and line it up here at 3 1/2. You're going to punch it and score it at 3 1/2, and then you are going to slide it to 4 1/2 and do the same thing. Then you are going to turn it once and turn it twice, line it up at 3 1/2, punch and score, slide it to 4 1/2, punch and score. Now you're going to turn it one time, and there's a score line here which might be hard to see in the camera. You are going to line this score line up with this notch right here. You are going to punch and score. Then you're going to line it up again with this second score line, punch and score. Turn it around the other side. You'll have this last smooth edge. You're going to line it up with the score line here with this little notch. You're going to punch and score. Second score line, which is right here with this notch, punch and score. So you can see that you have the score lines for your box. So you can go ahead and move your punch board out of the way. Actually, you know what? Keep that for 1 second. You can move these little guys out of the way. You're going to want to round all your corners. So you're going to put them in here and punch to round all 4 corners. Now you can slide your punch board out of the way. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to fold on all the score lines and crease them with your bone folder. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to snip in on these short score lines on these little tabs, but just once to create the flap. And you're going to turn it around, do it again on the other side. And now you're ready to go to make the box. So I like the box opening like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to push these up, and we're going to glue the bottom of the box to these tabs. So you're going to need your liquid glue. Okay, it's not going to want to come out today. Really? Okay, so you're going to put a little bit of glue on the tab. A little bit of glue on the tab. And then you're going to glue the box. Kind of have to move it over and hold it. And just like that. Give it a second to adhere. Then you're going to want to do it again on this side. So again, the same thing, you're going to want to just kind of pinch that together so it lines up. And this one popped open, so I'm going to have to pinch that guy. So now you have this. So I like to push this bottom up. Push that bottom up. Close this flap and close this flap. And then I'm going to secure them with a little bit of green glue right here and right here. So you'll see I'll put a little dot right here. And I'm just going to make sure that my box is straight on each side. And you're going to pinch it and hold it. Usually about 8 or 10 seconds until it's dry or secure enough to keep working. Okay, and then you're going to put a little bit more over here. And now you have your pretty much the base of your box. Now these are kind of in the way, so we're going to go ahead and snip those right off like that, and right on along the score line, and snip those off, and now you have your box. Now let's make the belly band for the box. I have slipped the note cards into the box just to give it some stability while we're working with it, and I'm going to hold the flap closed. I have a 1 by 11 piece of cardstock that I'm going to use to wrap around the box to hold it closed. So I did not pre-score this. What we're going to do is we're going to make custom score lines. So you're going to pinch here and pinch here to kind of give it a little fold, so you see there. And then you're just going to line up the cardstock so it's nice and straight and even, and just push it down with your finger. Okay, so now you have the bottom part of your score lines. And then you're going to do the same thing at the top. You're going to see that there's just enough here to overlap, but you're going to pinch these, take it off, line up the cardstock so it's nice and straight. Okay, and now we're going to wrap it around the box. So it overlaps just a little bit. So I'm going to take my green glue here. I'm going to hold the box closed and put just a little bit of glue right here, not so much where it goos out, and then just hold it till it sticks. There we go. So now we can make the tag. Let's make the tag. So you are going to have a 2 by 3.5 piece of black and a 1 by 7/8 for the layer on top of the tag. So let's go ahead and stamp this. You're going to need your black ink and the leaves, and you're going to need your dotted image and the crumb cake ink. So first we'll do this. Now we'll go ahead and do the crumb cake ink, and as you can see I stamped my leaves going the opposite direction, but that's okay. And then you're just going to layer on top of that the crumb cake dots, and then I also have a scrap of Very Vanilla here for the butterfly. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that butterfly because we're going to need to punch it out. And I have my large butterfly punch, and we'll go ahead and punch that out. Okay, I'm going to move my ink out of the way. Then you're also going to need your tag topper punch. You're going to slide that in, punch the top of your tag, and now we're ready to assemble. So I'm going to attach this with my snail adhesive. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of my butterfly here. like that. And I'm going to add some pearls. So you'll see there's these long strips of pearls. I'm going to go ahead and just cut 3 of those and carefully lift them up with my snips and place them on the butterfly. So now you have the tag. Move some stuff out of the way. So now we're going to go back to the belly band, which is here, and you're going to need your Very Vanilla seam binding. I'm going to work off the roll because I'd like to tie the bow. So you're going to take this, you're going to wrap it around from the bottom. Should be enough to tie. So you're going to want to slide your tag onto your Very Vanilla seam binding. And then go ahead and tie your bow. I like to fluff up these loops a little bit and untwist them after tying the bow. This one's going to give me a little bit of a hard time. Okay, then we're going to trim this, trim that rough edge off. Slide this tag up, and there you have it. Now you have your nice wrapped gift box.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it a better place. It'll take creation.